This is a neat little mod. Arm on it. Watch what happens here. You just pull up. And them babies just won't feed. Let's see if that's enough. Bunch of pigs too. No, it wasn't near enough. I'll have to go over here and get some more out the silo. I got TMR mixer mixing over there. It's a great feeder. It holds 10 tons. But I like that arm on it. Over here where it's dark. I guess you see my new truck, Jeep sitting there with the American flag on it. Got a good deal on it. It's got 1,200 something horsepower. Yeah, you heard me right. It can have up to 2,250 horsepower on it. See, that's got it. All right, now fold the tipper. Now I got to turn around and go back and empty this out in there, and then we'll get some for the piggy poos. And I switched out my solid fertilizer to liquid, and I've got precision farming, and I've also, you see right over there, I've reduced the size of my fields. I have to show you the map in just a minute. Let me pull this out and start unloading this a little bit, and I'll show you the big map. Alright, now while that's unloading, let's go up here to the big map. You see, I got 5 fields out of that one big field, and the biggest field wound up getting 6 fields out of it. I did that because I wanted to be able to use smaller equipment and not over. And so I had to back up now and pull under there and get some pig feed. I got plenty of pig feed in here too, and I got some making, so here we go, off to the pig pen. And I'm gonna plant cotton, definitely in that field by the co-op over there, and in some of those fields up there on the other side. I don't know if I'm going to all in cotton. Look, I moved the gate on this pen. If you remember before, it was down here. And when I go to unload for my truck, it's easier to get in and out here than it was down there. So I just come here and go in. Moved it down here. Get in here. I'll open the tipper. Just pull up to this. And there you go. I'm fixing to have some new hogs in here. I love this trailer. It's really, let me see how much, get out here and shut this gate before I leave. I'm gonna go there and look and see how much pig feed is in here. I might take a load while I'm going. Let's see. 151,000. I know I got to get some of that TMR out of there because it's almost full. I got to go unload this and put this trailer up and water the cows, and then I'm gonna get my truck and or that Jeep I bought, and not Jeep. I'm gonna use the Jeep to water them with, pull that water, but I'm only gonna get that tipper truck over there and go get a load of TMR out of there and bring it over here to this silo. We're in late winter, early spring, if you will. I got wheat planted over there in that field on the other side of that house directly in front of me over there. That's that green that you see in the distance. That is wheat. Oh. Fold that up now. Let's take this around down and put it in the barn. You see, I divided up the field. I still kept this field here behind the shed. I didn't split it up. It's small enough. It need to be even smaller, but the others were way, way too big for my liking. And got it in here now. Let's bring that on up to right there. Back up this hair. There you go. Now, take this tractor now and park it under the shed with the others. I'm down to 3 tractors. I don't have no case. I don't have a combine right now. But I got my eye on a John Deere I made that they've got in at the shop. It's a used one. Or at least it looks used. Let's get this truck in. And go over there and get some TMR out and bring 30 tons of it over here. That'll bring it under 200. Should. Let me see. Yeah. Foot. Leave that right there. Let's go water. Jumped ahead of myself. It's got the pizzeria horn, but I got 1,250 horses. You can put as much as 2,250 on it. Let's see. There it goes right there. Where's the animal? There it is. Yep, she's got water, and the pigs automatically get water. So now, see there, the TMR is almost full. It holds 250,000. You see it's in the red. I got to get, I loaded that out of here. You want to see something neat, y'all? Watch this. Hit L1R1. That raises the, wait a minute. That raises the hitch. And then hit R with the analog stick. That raises the hitch up and down. Alright. And watch this. You hit L1 and then left and right on your right analog stick, and look. And this thing also holds, it won't hold any bales, but it holds pallets and stuff like that. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's auto load. Anyway, I'm gonna whip around through here, come up beside the livestock trailer. Now we'll go get the TMR in this truck. And then I'll go plant. Come back and get in that big tractor yonder, that Massey, that 4900. Hook to the planter and go plant what field I'm gonna plant with cotton. I'm gonna turn and go across this field right here. It's my field, I can do it if I want to. That way I can come out right through here and swirl around, and I'm heading back the other way, see? This is a TMR mixer, and that's the pig feed one down there. See there? Should take it back out of the red now. Take this and put it in the big silo over there. See them deer down yonder? John Brown deers are trying. They know what's going on. Let's see what that did. Yep, see she's in the green now. It's just barely under 200. I may have to come back and get a little more. I don't know, but I'm gonna run down here. Anybody want some deer meat? About to kill some. It is deer season here in the south. Around these parts, it started on the 15th of August. Whoa, and goes through the end of the year. But you can only kill bucks right now till September the 15th till they issue doe tags. Then you can kill the does. Oh. I'm gonna put that on now. It's in the green, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go get this planted before I might have to get another load by the time I plant. I'm gonna cut several fields in cotton, but love this old truck. Park it under the shed here. Let's see, let me climb up on it a minute. Look and see if she's filthy. No, she ain't too bad. Okay, get in the big boy here. Love this tractor too. You notice I'm down to 3 tractors in that one slother. I may be getting rid of the slother because the same man that has the combine also had a offset grass cutter I may want to use. He's used it a few times, but he's wore the labels and stuff off of it. But we'll just have to see. Hook to this planter. See how much seed is in it. I know it'll be enough to start on that first field over yonder. Anyway. Oh yeah, she's full. Now I just got to go to cotton. I'm going to plant some grass too. In some of these fields. I'll show you. I'm going to do the cotton first. And let's stop here a minute. It's growing. Yeah, it ain't. Let me look at the growth chart. I don't believe. Excuse me. No, grass. You could harvest grass now, but it ain't growing yet. Well, we in February. See, that's the only thing I plant today is the cotton. I have to end this month. When I get to March, though, I can plant about everything else except wheat. I already got my wheat, so I am gonna plant some oats too, and some corn. But the corn comes in April with some soybean. Might plant a field of sunflower seeds. We'll see. I know I got to plant some canola, and it don't plant till August. That's a slow-growing crop. But I can plant it behind where I plant oats, probably. I think I'm going to put oats right here in this front field. Maybe. I got this grass here I can harvest, I think. Let me see. Nope, it ain't growed. Where I cut this, it hadn't growed yet. It looked like it had, but it hadn't. And they're calling for more snow. Let's see when. Where's the weather? Ooh, 2 o'clock. And from 2 to way after dark, we're going to get snow. Done had one big snowstorm here, and it was a big one. Covered the ground. back in January. Pull up here and line up to the field. Well, it ain't unfolded yet, so it ain't real news. Now, but you can plant cotton in February, drop it down, turn on cedar, and away we go. And we're planting cotton in February with a little bit of snow on the ground. Back up, pick it up, back up, Mark. Now turn, make this turn. And what I'm gonna do is just go straight out right there, and I'll turn, spin around, and come back through that corner there. Yep. And go right like this, and I'll spin around and come right back down there and make on that pass, catch all that watch. I do love this Great Plains planter. Whoa, I went too wide there almost. Yeah, I got that squared off pretty much. And now go across here now. Oh, I missed some right there and back up. Yep. Cotton's another slow growing crop. This crop won't be ready till October. If I get this headland done, it won't take long to do the rest of it. But you need this head. I need this headland. Of course, actually, you do the headland last on your planting, because where you turn around, there are tracks. You cover them up, then you plant over them. Yeah. So this is actually backwards from what, but this game allows you to do it both ways. Go up this end here, and then I'll cut over and come down, cut this thing up, cut it up, split it open. I'll show you. Won't take long to finish it then. I do love this planter, no doubt about it. I think I had cotton in this field last season, but I'm gonna put it back in it. That's the one thing about 19 that I like. This, with the seasons on it, you had what was called a crop rotation back there in there, and you could go and you knew what you'd grown. Now here you don't have that because they don't want you. They don't care because they want you to spend time with the factories. That's the thing about this game that disappoints me the most, is they would rather you go and spend time with factories rather than farming. Factories really ain't have nothing to do with farming. Once it leaves the field and out of the farmer gets paid and it's out of his hands, he don't care what happens to it. I'm not saying he wouldn't like to make money off of that, sure, but he don't have time because he's got to work his fields. So that's why that map that they just brought out, Frontier, the Frontier map, I don't like it because it's little farming and everything else but on there, plain and simple. But and then the Sandlot that came out yesterday, I think it was, that one. That one's a peculiar looking little map, that's all I'm going to say. Not sure what the modder was thinking there. I won't be doing anything on it, I can assure you. It's neat because it does look like a big giant sandbox. If everybody's played in one, I myself have played in one, but did I want to farm in one? No. I don't know. I don't get that. I don't get, you know. I was telling somebody the other day what they should do with this game is have it split up into two modes. Have farming mode and factory mode. If you go to farming mode, it goes to be much more, you just don't take it to the sale and it sells and you get money. They break it down, what grade of crop it is, how much moisture is in it, how much trash is in it, because that's in real life, that's what happens. And they deduct all that out. And instead of just having simple jobs, and I'm through, I think, planting, let me look here. I'll get back to what I was saying in a minute. Let me check this field, make sure I got all of it planted. I feel sure I do. I always like to double check it though. Let's see. Yep, cotton. Now let's drop down here on the... Oh yeah, standard. That's what I figured. All the soil on here, by the way, you notice is loam, which is the best kind of soil. Everything is loam on this map. This is the same map as the Texas map. It's the same model. He took this map and made Texas off of it, the Texas map. Anyway, I just like this one better because I could do my own farm on it. Getting back to what I was saying though, and that on that farming side, you should be able to, you know, go to auctions and sell your animals and you know, just more in-depth farming. But if you go to the factory side, you may or may not start on a farm. You may start at a factory and a small one and work your way up to a big conglomerate, you know, because you're on that end of it. Factories is on that end, post-farm end of it. Let me see. I got to look at my map here to see which ones I want to, if it's on this side or the other. Maybe some on both. I don't know. We'll see. Let me stop right here and look at my map. Okay. Stop. Now, let's see. I think that one in the middle, on each end, and the one in the middle. Them two small ones, I think I'm gonna, on this side, I'm going to put grass in them. And then over here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but the one on each end and the one in the middle, I'm going to put cotton. There's going to be 3 fields of cotton here. So this one right here, then the one in the middle, and then the one on the other end down there. Have some cotton. Have to be careful. Well, no, there ain't no. Well, it's ready to plant. I mean, ready to plant in. So yeah, I can't turn around right now. I left me a drive across there, but I don't want to get too close to the other field. I'll have to get a cultivator and come in and cultivate it. I'll show you what I do so I don't plant in the wrong, go through there and plant the wrong way. See, that's what you do. You turn it around. I want to see something here in a minute. Yeah, it needs nitrogen, but I'll wait till it comes up. Use them sensors with the liquid. Back up here a little bit. Drop it down. Now out at this other end down here, I won't have to do that. I can just swing around. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I can swing around out there in that grass, line back and keep it down. Well, I might pick it up anyway. I don't know. Ooh. But getting back to what I was talking about, yeah, this game needs to be divided up. It definitely needs, because some of this week the maps that's come out would be what I call factory maps, except, yeah, both of them, both Frontier and that Sandlot map. Can't remember the name of it right now, but now when I get back here, I can go back and forth inside of that headland and turn around, never have to stop, see? Watch. Turn this thing around now. Yeah, that, like I said, that was my biggest disappointment has been with this game so far. They've tried to, even to the animals, they've tried to tame all that down, what the work you have to do to have them. So you go mess with the factories. Well, I have no desire to do factories. They can take that off of this game as far as I'm concerned. I don't even much like doing forestry myself. I can do a little bit of it, but it's just not, that ain't to me, well, the forestry, if you can do a tree farm, that's a farm. I can halfway see that, somewhat see that, but the factory deal, yeah, I understand getting more money, making more money for products, but like I said, once it leaves the field and the farmer gets paid and it's out of his hands, he could care less what happens to it. As long as he gets his money that he's supposed to be paid, so what? Whatever happens to it, oh well. It's out of his hands. It ain't the farmer's responsibility. So it's excuse me, and I don't mean to rant and rave, but that's just the way I feel about it. I guess once a farmer, always a farmer. I'll tell you another thing, as far as if they did two separate modes on here, farming and factory. On farming, instead of just having these little simple field contracts like go cultivate field 10, what they should have is like what we have and had in real life. Let's see here. I gotta stop and look, make sure this field is planted all the way, and then skip one, and then that big one in the middle, yeah, and then far one down there. We would go down to the essentially a sale point, or we call them farmer gens down here. Same thing. Co-op, farmer gen, same thing. We'd go down there, and whoever's running it would have, slow down, might be needing a certain amount of corn, harvested, planted and harvested or whatever. And he had fields he would let you do it with, you know. They had equipment if they wanted, and sometimes you have to use your own equipment. But in other words, it wouldn't be just a field job. It'd be a field, kind of like leasing the fields, but you're really not. You're doing it for somebody else, but it's more than just a one job deal. It's might last the whole season, in other words. But you might make $100,000 off of it when all's said and done. If you get a grade A crop out of it, harvested out of it. Am I planting or let me see here. Running my mouth. Okay, yeah, I'm planting the right field. Yep. And not doing what I'm paying attention. So I'll skip the next field and go down to that last one down there. Have put 3 fields of cotton over here. And let's pick up. So I'm going to turn this thing around now. Easier to do that than, yeah. And just line up. And yeah, I wish they would, and even like, you know, have like you have special sales on different crops at different sale points. Have it on animals like that. Say a great demand on cows or pigs or whatever, or sheep or chickens or whatever, you know. Or when you get to, on farming mode, when you get to the livestock yard, you don't just pull up there and sell. You have a thing in it. If there's an auction going on, you have AIs bidding on your load of animals, whatever it is, load of livestock. I mean, make this game more realistic. So people can really get a picture of what farming is all about. Not that they can't now, because they can, but you know. And another thing they need to do on console is turn this liters and metric tons crap into bushels and pounds. Need to come up with a model or a way to do that on here, and the fields from hectares to acres. Because that I'm used to bushels and most farmers are bushels and acres and pounds and, you know, real tons, standard tons instead of metric tons. And then pay by the bushel on here. Just figure it up and somehow pay by the bushel on farming mode, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to do. I know on PC they have a mod that allows you to convert a lot of that. I know that. I got a friend that plays on PC and he told me that. Let's turn around now. Swing this around. Oh. I got to plant some grass too, but ooh. Can't plant it on this yet. I can do it in March. Might leave this tractor hooked to this planter when I'm through planting the cotton. I'm gonna plant it. Got one more field up there. I think that's gonna be enough. Be 4 fields. That ought to be enough. Anyway. Yeah. And on farming mode, instead of having, like you can buy these sell points and it be a factory now, they're all standard sell points. You could buy it and make the money off the sell point, but if you wanted to, I guess. But no, you could put your own sell point down or whatever like you can now, but you just sell there. You never, there's no factory is what I mean. because it would be on farming mode and not factory mode. I mean, I love this game, but there's some aspects of it that need improving for sure. Giants decided to go it on their own this go around on 22, unlike 17 and 19 where they had somebody else sponsoring him. Focus was, I think, the one that was sponsoring him. And I have to admit, in my opinion, I think it was a better game, them two, than this one with them helping. I don't know what the difference is exactly, except it's a better game. I mean, yeah, we have more mods on this game. They've opened up, we're getting more mods. I will admit that. And that's good. But there's still a lot of improvement needs to take place on this game. Anyway. I think that's all this field. Let's see. There's a deer coming out the woods over there. I think I got all that one planted. I'm going to do this one more down at the end down here. That'll be 4 fields of cotton. That should be a plenty. Yep, that last one down there. These other two I might put grass in, I don't know. We'll see. See what I'll do. I just got plenty of fields now, I do know that. And now I've planted all these fields and I ain't yet. I'm still at 68% in the planter. Probably by the time I finish planting this one, it'll be at 50%, but that's pretty doggone good. These fields aren't little, but they're not big either, ginormous. I just went around the curve on that one there. Probably do the same thing up there. Yep. Can't see. When I get over here at this corner, I'll have to pick it up and turn around, but I don't want to go in that other field over there. Ooh, shh. Did I pick it up? Yeah, I got it. I think I did. Well, look and see. I think I got... Oh, I'll tell you something else I wish they'd bring to this game, that this version they hadn't brought yet, and that's that Brazilian cotton pack. I much like it, much better than I do what we got right now. I gotta put some soybeans in somewhere, but it ain't time to plant them yet. Not till April. And corn too. But I think I'm gonna put corn in that field right behind the shed and the barn. Well, wait a minute. Behind the barn. No. I don't know, I have to see. Now I'm going to go to the other end now and go back and forth. So when I finish, I'll be on this end down here. And I'll be closer to where I want to get out of here. This will be the last field. Yeah, but still at 63%. Look at there. Ain't that something? A couple passes and this will be planted. Yeah, the guy at the shop called me and said he had a couple items he wanted me to take a look at, and so I went down there. And I missed, like I missed some right there, but I might not. Nope. And so he sent me a couple pictures on my phone of the combine and then that offset grass, a hay cutter, conditioner cutter. And I was like, I like that. So I think I'm going to be purchasing those in the next few days or whatever, month. And I might sell that slaughter I got in there, because the one thing about that John Deere offset cutter, it has a slaughter that goes with it. It's unique. So I don't know if I'll get to it in this episode today, get down there to take a look at all that. We'll see, but I doubt it. Last pass for the cotton. That means in October I'll have 3 cotton fields to get at one time. Yep. Let's see. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'm gonna put any of these 6 over here that I made. I think what I'm gonna